Hello everyone, in this video you will see the tests that I managed to carry out while that balloon update that recently sneaked into LEGO Fortnite without being finished was available. And that was quickly reverted because it was still too unstable. I didn't publish this video before because when I was going to start editing the material they removed the update and, at that time, I had other videos in queue and I dedicated myself to working on them. But now I think it wouldn't be such a bad idea to release this video, because we don't know how soon they will fix the glitches and make the channels available for balloons again, so the information in this video could be relevant again very soon. My intention with this is to show how certain specific settings or layouts of balloons and thrusters in vehicles generated, let's say, unexpected results. This information could be useful in the future to make a checklist to verify if when they release that update again, they will have already fixed the glitches that you will see throughout the video. This way you will avoid accidents like these when you build vehicles that use balloons with channels. This large and cumbersome vehicle that you see here, I named it the Cube. I built it a long time ago, shortly after the Mechanical Mayhem update, and I was still doing tests on how I was going to use it as a vehicle carrier for long distances. I became busy with other builds and videos, so I had put it on hold for a while. It had some thrusters to turn counterclockwise, others to move forward, and others to descend while getting the vehicles in for it to be done easily. It was still in beta phase because it was still unfinished. What happened was that when the Balloon Channels update came out, one day I was passing by where I had the cube parked and spontaneously the dynamic platforms began to explode. That's why after rebuilding it as much as I could, I decided to put it to better use, experimenting with balloons and channels since this vehicle, having many balloons, was perfect. The two off-roaders that you see near the cube were on its platform, but when it dismantled they fell outside. Later I will do some tests with them as well, taking advantage of the fact that they also have balloons attached, which were to make them lighter and thus be able to get them into the cube quickly. On a second thought, I think the cube, as it is currently, is not going to rise enough to be able to move around as I would like. I'm going to make a few quick fixes to get rid of excess weight in a fun way and without having to do a lot of boring modifications manually.
Give it to him! Give it to him! Boom! Shakalaka!
Oh, what a beautiful day.
Oops. I didn't expect that to go down so quickly due to the weight of the barrels. But what a spectacular explosion, I must say. It looks like it totally disintegrated. Now without the big guy, I think it's time to experiment with the small vehicles. If I'm lucky, maybe these tests will last a little longer. The thrusters of this vehicle are tuned like this. Channel 3 is assigned to the thrusters in the rear to move forward. Channel 1 is assigned to the left thruster in front and the right one in the back to turn fast clockwise. Channel 2 is assigned to the other two thrusters for turn fast counterclockwise. So far the mechanism is behaving as expected. This has potential, especially for maneuvering flying vehicles for rapid elevation and descent. Of course I hope they enable additional channels, because if the current 3 are sometimes insufficient with just thrusters, imagine now having to associate those same ones with balloons. It should be able to be handled independently as well. Let's test how it handles very steep climbs. What just happened? It just exploded and completely destroyed the roof. It shattered. I was left with a convertible Jeep. How nice. Something I appreciate is the flip control. When it didn't exist, it was a hassle to have to get out and try to flip the vehicle, or you had to implement mechanisms like the thrusters one that my jumper van has. By the way, if you don't know that vehicle, take a look at my channel. It's one of the first videos on the LEGO Fortnite playlist. Okay, since I no longer have balloons, I must attach a pair to continue testing. The vehicle is still functional after all. Give me a moment while I tune them to channel 3. It is very weird that the balloons completely disappeared. Now you cannot see the small pieces that represent their deflated form, as we saw in the previous test. Oh look, the balloons are lower now. That's definitely something the devs had to adjust. Wow, did you see that? It was quick as it went upright again. At this moment the thrusters are alternating with the balloons. It seems to work very well, if we ignore the repositioning of the balloons. The lack of a roof made this off-roader too light with 2 balloons, but I'm going to leave it as is for now. I had to try that steep slope again to see if I can figure out the cause of the explosion. Oh, enemies. I have to flee so they don't damage my vehicle. Let's go up. 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 Wow, another explosion. I don't know, but I think I'm starting to see a pattern here. I have to keep experimenting. Unfortunately, that explosion also left me without rear thrusters. Let's see if I can get out of here. Will it be possible to ascend to the top with just a balloon and without thrusters? Let's try. Yes, we're almost there. A little more. Oh no, I lost grip on the tires. Holy smokes. This explosion ruins my theory that it could be due to having balloons and thrusters tuned to a single channel. On this occasion only one balloon was associated with channel 3 and nothing else, and yet it exploded spectacularly, disintegrating the vehicle. Is it because the balloon was inverted when inflating it? It could also be due to the change in position of the balloon, but this test is not conclusive on the matter. Time to look for the other off-roader. Here it is. Well, this one has 2 balloons and the thrusters are tuned just like the other off-roader. Again I'm going to tune the balloons to channel 3. And I'm going to add a couple more balloons, which I'm going to tune to the same channel. A quick test of the turning thruster channels, and then the forward and balloon channels, which is what interests us. Wow, all the balloons disappeared again except one. It seems as if they are combined into a single balloon, but not their effect. Look at how the vehicle floats. It is clear that there are 4 balloons lifting it, although only one can be seen. In the upright position, everything seems to work according to expectations. I'm going to try tilting it, although at this point I don't know how to tilt it. Let me try this slope and see if I can stick the wheels to the hill. That's it, now to conquer the top. Wow, here we go again. I'm already out of balloons, so I'm going to add a couple, but this time in a different part. Again tuned to channel 3 for the magic. Left rotation. Verifying. Right rotation. Verifying. Advance. Verifying. Oh no, there goes the engine. This was very weird. Now the balloons took their place. Well, let's continue testing. Okay, I was just waiting for that to happen. Poor Versa, she's hitting her head hard with those shakes. What? This was totally unexpected. Look how high I got. What a shockwave the one from that explosion was. And naturally the off-roader got disintegrated. This way I'm done with my experiments with off-roaders.
Rest in pieces.